thanks for tuning in to the Ram News. I'm Syndnee Moore. For Black History Month, Albany State University is committed to celebrating the culture, experiences, and contributions of African Americans. Organizations around the campus are holding events to make sure students stay connected to their past. So, I went on the campus to see what events are planned. Here's more on the story. During this entire month, there are different activities planned to help students become aware of the past and to show how far we have come as a country.
I really hope that students will definitely think back to our history and the struggles that we had to go through to get equal rights, and that, they will bear that in mind, not only for this month, but, in everyday lives. So
one of the events that took place was movie night and the showing of Selma. This movie helps educate students on how African Americans fought for the right to vote and speak up for what's right. It encourages people to take action and use the right that our ancestors fought hard for us to have.
I feel like it was important because it definitely highlights the importance of voter registration and the struggle that we had to go through in order to be able to vote as African American people.
Black History Month is a time of celebration for African Americans. There are many different reasons as to why Black History Month is important, but one of the main reasons is to enlighten people on the importance of history.
I feel like this month means a lot to everybody because we get to embrace everything. Younger generations can know about what happened, how far that we got, how far they can get, and how much more they can do. So Black history means a lot.
Black History Month pays homage to those who were slaves, those who stood up in the Civil Rights Movement, those who were Black Panthers, those who were Black educators. It pays homage to us and how we, as Black people, affected America.
It is important that as African Americans we continue to grow, support one another, and stand up for what's right. In addition to hosting events for Black History Month, campus leaders are also raising awareness for HIV. A Project Prevent block party was held recently to inform students on prevention resources. Albany State's Males Mentors hosted the program, offering free testing and prevention information. It doesn't matter if you are young or old when it comes to the deadly flu impacting the country. This disease does not discriminate. The CDC recommends a yearly flu vaccine as the most important step in preventing an influenza infection. According to the CDC, you can prevent the spread of germs by avoiding close contact with sick people, limiting contact with others as much as possible to keep from infecting them, covering your nose and mouth with a tissue when you cough or sneeze, and throwing the tissue in the trash. If you're showing symptoms of the flu, go to the hospital immediately or the nearest clinic. Domestic and dating violence is a serious issue, and one local organization is tackling the issue. Ram News correspondent Jhalen Baugh joins us in the studio with details.
Many people are unaware of how domestic violence is considered serious abuse. Most victims are unaware of how to escape their situations and that there are plenty of resources out there to help. Liberty House of Albany hosted its second annual Dating Violence Maze here at Albany State University to help bring awareness to the student body about domestic violence. The nonprofit organization has a shelter to benefit victims and their families. This shelter serves as a safe haven for victims needing to flee their abusers. Guest speaker and program manager Catalina Valdez says that domestic violence victims can get a fresh start.
Through the shelter, we help them kind of basically restart their life, connecting them with other resources that they may need, but we also can help people on an outreach basis, meaning that they don't need to or don't want to come into shelter, but maybe they need help with getting a protective order, or maybe some domestic violence education or counseling, support group, those kinds of things.
This event brought together students both male and female. If you or anyone you may know are currently in a violent relationship, Liberty House of Albany is there to help. Know that you are not alone. You can reach Catalina Valdez at 229-439-7065. I'm Jhalen Baugh with the Ram News.
Thanks, Jhalen. A renowned artist recently graced the campus of Albany State University with his presence. While in town for a concert, jazz guitarist Russell Malone wanted to give back to students. He held a masterclass session that allows students to not only listen to him perform live, but also receive tips to help with their careers.
Some of the pointers he pointed out was standing in front of the band as a band leader, You talked about chord changes. You talked about playing the melody and to feature your other musician in solos. So.
Okay.
The masterclass session was held in the Fine Arts Center, Leroy Bynum Recital Hall. Coming up, find out what the word on the yard is, and Albany State University students qualify for an All-Star Challenge. These stories and more after the break.
Once there was a boy who did the same thing again and again. One day he was told he had autism. He got help and slowly learned how to live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
Many of you may not know this, but the month of February is set aside as Heart Awareness Month. It's a tradition for Albany State Greek organizations to support the cause. Rashai Jones is here in the studio with more. Rashai?
Yes, that's right, Syndnee. The ladies of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated has the annual dedication to heart awareness. I went out to the yard to talk to the president and those from other Greek organizations. And here's what they had to say.
Let's get it. Hey, if you looking for me, you can catch me on the yard.
Good evening, I'm Rashai Jones, and I'm with the Ram News Network, and today I have Miss
Carlin Soldiers.
Can you tell us who you are?
I am currently the president of the Gamma Sigma chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated here at Albany State University.
Okay, well I hear it's AKA Week. Is that true?
It is. We're taking y'all on a girls trip. Make sure y'all come out.
Okay, so what's going on today?
Well, today we currently have Pink Goes Red for Healthy Heart Awareness, where we're promoting healthy heart. We're giving tips and we're giving out fruit and different other healthy snacks. And we also have juice in the union, so definitely come out. We also have bees because our theme is Mardi Gras.
So why is heart awareness important in today's society?
It's very important because it's more prone in African American communities. So we want to get the word out so people take care of themselves a little better.
Yes, I do think heart awareness is beneficial. It should be beneficial to our races in general because, it's been statistically proven that, black people are more subjected to getting heart diseases and heart issues more so than a white race.
There you have it. Statistics show that about 600,000 people die of heart disease in the U.S. every year. That's 1 in every 4 deaths. So, make sure you're getting your regular health screenings. I'm Rashai Jones with the Ram News.
Thanks, Rashai. Albany State University and the Putnam County Charter School System have partnered to help prepare high school students for college life. Ram News correspondent Shelbi is in the studio with more details.
This partnership will help high school students understand the academic demands of college life. These 2 institutions signed a memorandum of understanding to establish a summer bridge program. This program will teach 30 PCC high school students how to prepare for college entrance exams, as well as receive assistance on how to complete college applications. The students will also get skills training in the following areas: decision-making, time management, financial literacy, career selection, and social and character development.
I think it's a fantastic idea. I think it gives kids kind of real-world skills that they're going to need to be able to apply to college and be successful beyond their high school graduation. So sounds like something that I would definitely want my own kids to be involved in.
The program is not only beneficial to students, but also to parents who are interested in finding out about the college admissions process and financial aid requirements. The Summer Bridge program will kick off this upcoming summer here on Albany State's campus. I'm Shelbi with the Ram News.
Coming up after the break, Bryant Prather brings us Albany State Ram sports highlights. Stick around for more details.
Fast-paced family life in need of a slowdown?
Hello, I'm Dr. Spruce. Did you know all those green shapes on maps are parks and forests? It's true. Visit discovertheforest.org and plan to visit a park or forest near you, instead of just wondering what it would have been like.
While the word forest might make you think of distant lands from far, far away, please note parks and forests are closer than you think, which means things like beautiful scenery, fresh air, and family time are also closer than you think.
ASU, let's get to the action. Baseball kicked off the new year with new talent and fresh legs. The team looks in shape and ready for the season. Their first 3-game series was against Emmanuel College, and your Rams won 1 out of 3 games. Senior Tyler Wilcher, Mr. K-Zone is what I call him, had 5 strikeouts in this appearance against Emmanuel, and he made it look easy. Junior Kelvin Wimbish is our star athlete of the week, racking in 5 hits and 5 RBIs. in the series against Emmanuel. So give a big hoo-ha for him. ASU basketball has been on an absolute tear as they've won 5 out of their last 6 games. Senior Jason Snell has come up big as he's known for making big shots and hitting key free throws for the team throughout the season. Junior Michael Green, the GOAT of ASU basketball, leads the Rams in scoring with 12.3 points a game. His shifty moves allow scoring to be easy for him as he slides past multiple defenders. So give a big hoo-ha for him. ASU softball started their 2018 season as well. The Lady Rams faced Valdosta State for the home opener. The Lady Rams played a great game but fell short in both games against the Blazers. Junior Aaron McGowan came through with a big homer for the Rams, and it was way out. Oh, and I forgot to mention, she was also the starting pitcher for the game as well, which made it even more impressive. So let's give a big hoo-ha for her. Thanks for tuning in to Sports with Bryant Prather. Now back to you, Syndnee.
Thanks, Bryant. Coming up after the break, Albany State students are in the running to compete for $75,000 in scholarship money. Stick around for the details.
I dare you. I dare you to change the world. Yeah, you. Getting that college education.
I dare you to be somebody important.
Like be a teacher or a reality TV star.
I dare you to stand up here.
To call the shots.
To be a role model.
An inspiration. An innovator.
To be a teacher.
Think you can change my life? Make me excited about science like you?
Have a career that really means something?
Then do it.
I dare you.
Albany State University has qualified to compete in the 2018 Honda Campus All-Star Challenge National Championship Tournament. A group of ASU students are headed to Los Angeles along with 10,000 students from HBCUs all around the country. They will compete for a $75,000 grand prize. These funds can be used for scholarships and program development. Albany State received a top-seeded spot at Nationals after defeating 2 undefeated teams, Howard University and Cheyney University. The national championship will be held in April. Congratulations to our Golden Rams. That wraps up this edition of the Ram News. I'm Syndnee Moore. Thanks for tuning in.